Hi my friend, how are you today? This is our class of Quickbooks again. I want us to do exercise number 3, and just like the first 2 exercises that we had done before, we are going to see it's more of the same thing that we are going to repeat again here. So the company the company file we need to create here, like you can see there, Kakato Builders. We are going to use the same name. The addressing information we have been given there. We are going to create that, and then the balance, the account balances that we have been highlighted here. We are going to put that also. So we go to QuickBooks. Again, skip the interview, and we can just copy the name like you have been given. Use that name, and the addressing information you can just put it. It is not going to affect your accounts anyway. Even if you doesn't put it, doesn't mean it is going to affect your accounting in any way. So I think that is okay. We continue. Say we are not in either of those type of businesses. We are not in either of these industries either, and choose where to save your file. Like we have been working with the rest. Let us use the same location. You can create your own folder somewhere else, which is recommended, and then looks like it cannot work from that location. I don't know why. Let me see whether I can create another location. This location. Why is it not saving that location? Okay, let me see what is the name. Let me choose a different name. As it is finishing, let's see what we are expected. This company is a building constructor. It is a building constructor and also hires out construction equipment, and that is what this business does. And using accounting program, that is QuickBooks, which we are using, record the following financial details. So we are expected as per the date given here. In my case, because of time, I may not be very strict with the dates, but in your case, make sure you are very keen with the dates as you are putting. So these account balances you are going to do as per this date. In my case, I'm going to assume I'm doing as per the date 4th. And the first account that I want to work with is that one. So again, come here. I want to see the report so far. Usually I like to show my audience what so far I've done with my accounting. There is nothing so far that I've done. So go to accounts, just our accounts, create that account. It is a fixed asset account. So excavator, because it is dealing with motor vehicles, this is a fixed asset account. Opening balance, make sure you are going to specify as per. All these are accounting balances as per this day. So you indicate this is the opening balance as per that account, for that account I mean. As per what date? Let's say be specific. In my case, I want to use date 4, and be keen. You are going to use the date that you are going to be given in the exercises, or in this particular exercise when you are doing. Be sure you are using this date, and I'm going to skip the depreciation first for a reason I'm going to show you. So the second account is this one. So I create another account, still a fixed asset account. Opening balance, let's see. Opening balance is 34 as per this date. Let me go next instead of closing and reopening again. So Bulldozer is still another fixed asset account. Opening balance now cash is not fixed asset account. This is other current assets. Opening balance for that. Bank is bank. Type is bank for the case of bank. Opening balance is as per that date. Which other do I have? Debtors and creditors. Okay, these are suppliers and customers. Now if you are not very sure which one is which, we should check. Turak is a debtor. We are receiving amount from Turak, so we don't receive amount from supplier, so it means Turak is a customer, so it means debtors are customers. And another one, trucks. Can you see truck somewhere? Though that first one is enough to make our decision. So we are still receiving amount from another customer. So we have cleared our doubt. Debtors are customers. So go to where you have customers. So leave accounts now. Go to customers. So customer center, create a customer, a new customer. The customer name is no, not the debtors. The customer name is this. That is the customer name. And the opening balance with that customer, is this. As per that date. Next customer, let's see, we have another customer. Yes, this one. Opening balance with that customer. We are putting the opening balances for customers, assuming that we had done business with them and they owe us. The same with the supplier. If you have opening balance with supplier, it means you had done business with them and you owe them. And now for the case of suppliers, go to a supplier. So the supplier is this one. And now the opening balance with that supplier, you can see it here. You are going to write that as per that date, and okay, we are done with that. Now done with the customer and suppliers, we had something that we have not done. But before that, let's see so far what we have done. You can see all the account balances have been reflected. Yeah, about the share capital and the uncategorized income and expense, don't mind about them. For now, we are expected just to fill in all the account balances. Don't mind about the share capital account. This is just this is just an account that hold amount that is used by QuickBooks to balance the accounts. So doesn't bother you for now. So we need now to do the depreciations. So we are going to create excavator depreciation account. So depreciation accounts, do them from charts of accounts. We choose an account called which one am I working with? Excavator. So you go to excavator, you come and say you want to use the register for that account. Now create an account. It is an expense account, so depreciations are expenses. So excavator depreciation, I can just call it excavator dep, just call it that. And then how much is it increasing reducing that account. So the amount we want to reduce excavator account is the one that you are going to write here. So how much are you reducing that account with? Record that and leave. You are going to see that excavator has been reduced. If I were to double click it, you see it was 56, it has been reduced by this to this amount. So now we go to the next account that we want to reduce, wheel loaders. Wheel loader depreciation. So we look for the account wheel loaders, go to the register of that account, and then create an account called as wheel loader depreciation. It is an expense account. Note that also, just like the other one. How much am I reducing that account? The whole loader account is being depreciated or reduced with this money. So that is what you are going to write there, and then record that. Leave. The next account to be depreciated is bulldozers. So again, just write the first two, look for that account called bulldozers, go to the register of that account, and then create a new expense account called bulldozer depreciation. Then indicate how much you are reducing that account with. We are reducing that account with this much money, and then you write it there and then record that. Now we have money to work out all account balances together with the depreciations and debtors and creditors. We also have seen them. Now the following transactions took place during that month. Here we received amounts from a customer, and the customer is track. So you go to receive payment. So when a customer pay, you choose them to rank. How much are you receiving from that customer? You are receiving this much, So also indicate the date that you are receiving the money. In my case, I'm just going to receive the money because of the time. In my case, letting me assume I've received the money the same day. And was it by check? If it is by check, again, payment method you indicate is check, and then you receive that money. So he had a date of 8/7/40, but you are receiving this, so there is an outstanding balance of 740 that is going to remain. So like that. From there, you rent 2 excavators for 2 weeks. So it means there is a service that I'm offering called rental of excavators. So I'm going to sell that. So that means you are going to sell a service. So I'm selling a service called excavator renting. Or just renting excavator. And how much am I charging for that renting? 300 per week. That means we are renting 300. We are not charging anything. And the account to track the excavator renting income, I'm just going to create a new account there. Let me just call it excavator renting excavators income. Let me just call it that way. You can call it whatever name you want, and I think that is okay. We are renting 2 excavator, so there are 2, and I think that is like that. Done. Paid by check. So we have rented, we have, okay, I should have done that using invoice, so that when I'm doing receiving payment, I'm received by check. So that is an error that I have made, so forgive me for that. If there is a question where you are selling a service or whatever you are selling, but you are receiving by check, means you will have to work with invoice, so that during receiving of payment you receive by check. But in this case, I've sold and paid by, if you do with the sales, it means you are receiving by cash. You are selling and being paid by cash. So for now, let's begin with the others. If you make an error, don't repeat it. So we have already done that. It is not going to bring any error in our Quickbooks, but now if we were to track all checks, then it means this would be exempted because it was not done by cash, by check. So now the next transaction, bought 3 excavator from these people, and each is being bought at this, and they were bought on credit. That means we are going to create bills, but we are not going to pay those bills. I think this one is still there. We have not been told to receive that. So whom are we buying from? We are buying from Shatik Equipments, and what are we buying? An item, and the item is a fixed asset item, and that fixed asset item is excavator. We can say excavator for business or for renting. and we are buying 10,000 as per this date. In your case, you are going to be very keen. Make sure you are going to excavators. Well, I think there was an account already for excavator. Yeah, it is there. So we are buying 3 excavators. So there's nothing else to fill in there. So there we now indicate how many are we buying. So we are buying 3. Oh wow, why am I not able to indicate how many am I buying? The cursor is not getting in there. If it cannot do that, then you have to do it 3 times because we needed 3 of them, and it cannot allow me to indicate the quantity here. Anyway, since it cannot allow me to indicate a quantity there, then excavator, where did it go? Looks like there is an error in that bill, so let me repeat that bill again. Item, we have already excavators are created already, they are fixed asset, and I need now to indicate the other. Okay, what is wrong with this? Now it cannot work with them like that, so let's just put them 3 times since it has refused to indicate quantity. You can just do it the way I'm doing it. And are we told we are buying from who? Shatik. Okay, I think Shatik is already there, and we can record that bill. After recording that bill, it is on credit, so we are not going to pay. So borrowed a loan from Katib Bank for purchase of equipment. Now here again we can do from charts of accounts activity. We are going to transfer funds. Transfer from, is it loan? We are going to create a loan account called we are going to indicate a Katib Bank loan. Let's see, a new loan. The loan is our current asset. Let's see, a new loan, Katib loan, KTB loan, and it is being put in the KTB, assuming that. And how much is that? 4 million. You save. So far, if you were to come here, you would see 4 million has been put as your own, and it should be in your, you can see it has been put in your bank. Now it is for purchase of items, but we are going to see received by check. Okay, whichever. I think it is still okay the way I have done it. Now receive a contract of 7 million from Katika County. How do you receive a contract? That means it is an estimate that we are going to do from katika county, and it is for construction, road construction. So that is a service that you had proposed, you are making proposal for them, a service, road construction. It is as per how much? 7 million. Account, we can say we associate that with the road construction income. And I think that is done like that. We just save it. Now that done, and issued an invoice. So now write an invoice against them. Take county. Choose the quotation that you had made with them. The invoice is issued. Now receive 1 million from a Jeep equipment letter by check. Okay, 1 million. So my Jeep, so a customer is paying, and the customer is my Jeep, by check 1 million. We are receiving that that money from that customer by check. Okay, done. After that is done, submit a quotation to Katib Limited of 2 million. Submit a quotation to that, and it is for what? They have not said it is a quotation for what. Okay, let me assume it is for road construction again. So road construction, since we have not been told it is for what, but this time we are it is for 2 million, I think. It is for 2 million here, and that done, you now go ahead and submit it. Now confirm that quotation. Confirmation of quotation means you issue an invoice. So they have confirmed that, and now you can now issue them an invoice. So an invoice against them. Okay, like that, it is done. The next part is provided excavation services to by check. We have not been told to who, so we are just going to make our own customer. Now it means if you are providing provided and it is paid by check, remember what we said. If it is anything that you are selling, it is being paid by check, you have to do invoice for that. So excavation service, I don't know whether I have a service so far that is called excavation. I don't know, let me see. If it is not there, then you would have to excavation. There is no service that we have called excavation, so make a service called excavation services, and you are charging how much? You are charging 1.5 million. So 1.5 million is what you are charging, and since we didn't have a service like that, so just call it excavation. What? Let me see. Excavation service income is the account that I would like us to associate that service with. Excavation service income. That done, I think we can now finish all that invoice. To whom? Let me see. They didn't have someone, so I can, since you must sell the product to somebody, then you can say it was sold to that person and it was received by check. So receive a check on that from X, and 1.5 million. That done, you can do that. So paid rates, electricity, salary, we have done this quite a number of times in our first two exercises, whereby we were doing bills against expense accounts. So we create an expense account called rates, just call it rates, and we are paying how much? 90,000. We are paying 90,000 to who? City Council, maybe. And the next bill I want us to pay is electricity. So an account for electricity. We are paying how much? We are paying 60,000. We are paying 60,000 to Kenya Power, KPLC. And the next one that we are paying salaries and advances. Salary and advances. So assuming we don't have an account that is called that, an expense account called that, we make one. We are paying how much? We are paying this much. And since we have no one that we have been told to make that bid against, supplier is who or whom are we supposed to pay? Employees. Do we have another bid against? Okay, there's not. By check, but by cash. So we are that done. We need now to come and pay those bids. All the ones that we have done. There were 3, I think, and they were being paid by cash. Pay those bills. That done. Now rented 2 wheel loaders. Renting wheel loaders means we are selling. And how are they paid? For credit. So again, it is invoice. Item is a service. We didn't have a service called renting wheel loaders, so calling renting wheel loaders. And how are we supposed to rent them? 700,000 for each one of them, I think. So again, associate that service with the same name, with an account with the same name. Try to do that most of the time. If you are offering a service or you are selling an item, associate that item with an account of the same name, so that you can track the transactions concerning that item or that service with that particular account. And that done, it is on credit, so we are just going to record that bill and leave it like that. And yeah, it is like that. That done, just record it. To whom are we? Ukweli builders. These are the ones that we are renting to. So that done. Now paid Shatik 1 million by check. So pay who? So pay Shatik by check. I hope that is what we want to pay Shatik. How much? Amount to pay is 1 million. We have been told to pay 1 million. Yeah, I hope we have been told to pay 1 million and we have a debt with 30,000. Okay, it is an overpayment, so it doesn't concern us. It is an overpayment. Okay, if we have been told to record a check number, you can just make a check number for yourself. Ukweli builder paid this. Ukweli builder received payment from them. Receive payment from Ukweli builders. Ukweli builders. They are paying how much? 200,000. They are paying cash. So make sure you indicate that you are paying 200,000 by cash. That done, go now pay salaries by check of this. Pay salaries. So you have to go to expense accounts. Again, you have salaries and wages. You see it now. How much? 300,000. Hello. Employees. Is there anything else for this? Okay, there are 3 bills that we are paying. All of them by cash. So first of all, make all those 3 bills and then indicate payment by cash. So the next bill we are paying is did we have equipment maintenance? We didn't have that. So make an expense account code that, and now the amount that we are paying for that, let's see, it is that to whom, just call them maintenance, call them equipment call them equipment maintenance. Wow, looks like just call them that, and go to another one. So the last one, there were how many? I think there were only salaries and equipment maintenance. So indicate now payment against those two bills. So we pay equipment maintenance and salaries, and we are paying by how? By cash, yeah. So pay that by cash, and that is done. Now from there we can now look at what we have done so far. We can open and see our opening balance, our trial balance, our balance sheet. I mean, we can now go check our balance sheet, our trial balance, and the income and expense account statement. So the balance sheet is this. You can see everything that you have done. It looks like it is quite in order for me. Now you go to reports, and what you are seeing is the total balance. So you can go profit and loss is there. You can see we have made a profit or a loss. So far you have made a lot of expenses against the incomes. Looks like it is a loss that we have gone. Okay, we have more expenses than we have the incomes. So the fact that we have gotten a loss instead of a profit doesn't mean we have done anything wrong, because we have done as per what the questions had asked. So it is quite in order, even in our very businesses, to have more expenses that we have than we have incomes, and in that case that leads to a loss. And in the same area, company and finances, we can go and look at the balance sheet. So the balance sheet will show you the liabilities against the assets, expense and liabilities against the assets. You can be able to compare and see how they are. So you can see the net assets and the net liabilities being equated there. Yeah, that is done. We have been able to see the balance sheet. We have been able to see the trial balance. We have been able to see the income statement, which is the profit and loss statement. And we were supposed to do as per the dates, assuming you have done everything according to the dates that we have been given here, so that you can generate your reports as per the dates that you are given here. So assuming when I'm doing my transactions, I was working with the specific dates, the trial balance was supposed to be as per this date. So I should have come here and choose I want to show as per a given date, like that, and then you would is it refresh? Let me see. I would refresh. No. If I say as per this date, let me see whether it is going to leave me with anything, because I think everything was before after this date. Okay. It is not showing everything. Yeah, it should give me nothing. So if I say I want to show the trial balance as per given date, in my case it was up to, I started on 4th. So if I say up to 4th, I should see everything up to that particular date. The same with the others. If it is the profit and loss, if you are told to show the trial balance, the income for the month, that means you are going to indicate the profit and loss as per a given, as per 4th. No, it's from 1st to 30th if it is the entire month. And for the case of the balance sheet as of a given date, as of 4th. If I say it is as of 1st, it should give me nothing. But if I say it is as of 4th, it should give me all the transactions as per that particular date. In this case, assuming your dates were quite the way you had been told to work with them, everything is according to the dates, then you should be able to filter your balance sheet as per the date given here, and it should give you that. So thank you for the class. We have come to the end of our exercise. Hope you have been able to follow through, and you have understood the concept of working out the account balances. You have been able to follow through selling and buying, whether you are selling a service or you are buying whatever you are buying, and also how to work with the contracts and estimates. Note, when you have been told to work out a contract, that means you are issuing, if you are being told to make a contract with a company, then it means it is estimate you are being requested to make for that particular company. So see you in the next session or in the next exercise that I'm going to share with you. So hope you have subscribed to the account, to the channel. So the channel is my graphics office solution. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe so that you can get notified the moment I'm going to share the other exercises that are going to come after this. And if you have managed to follow the video and you have loved it, please do like it and share with a friend so that we can get to learn with our friends. Until the next video that I'm going to share with you, see you then. Thank you.